Alright, morning guys, it's Timed Edge and it is Wednesday 29th. We've got FOMC today. I didn't trade yesterday. It was a bit of a shit day, to be honest. The asset classes were moving as one. Just try to sign into the chat. Bear with me 2 seconds guys, I'm just logging in. Okay, alright, sorry about that. I've got to get another camera sorted when I get back to London. Okay, so let's have a look at the bonds. We are bullish on the bonds. We've got a bullish daily profile. We have a bullish daily profile. So the FX could follow on from that, couldn't it? Let's just mark out, do the month. It's month 7. Both sides, that means the high and low have been taken. We have a bearish monthly profile on the month. It's week 4. So that means we could get a continuation or reversal. I'm probably imagining that we're going to get a slight continuation as the dollar picks up strength. We did get this, we did have buyers in on Monday, but I think that's just to drive the price higher than to slam it lower. All assets closed below previous week's low. Got a bearish weekly profile. And when I say a bearish weekly profile, it means I'm expecting another bearish bar next. Right, so more likely if you close bearish, you're going to expect another bearish bar. Right, that's what you should be doing. Close bearish, another bearish bar. Close bullish, another bullish bar. All assets close below. So we're looking for lower prices on the weekly profile. Daily, what did we have? We got that Monday range, Monday expansion maybe, then accumulation Tuesday. Oh, that was it, right? Yeah, so we had an expansion on Monday. So then we've expected it to accumulate. So we're looking for a manipulation today, right? We're looking for Tuesday's high, previous day's high to go. We're looking for Tuesday's high to go, probably. That's what I've been looking for. Right, so we've got a range daily profile. What's the time? We've got 5 minutes to 8. I'm a little bit behind. Stack confluence, standard deviation. Nothing's happened there anyway. So the higher low hasn't been taken, so I don't need to write anything for that. Just gonna have a little flick through, see if anything's changed. I'm looking for a free candle model. No. So there's no higher time frame CRT. Wednesday. Is a high probability CRT day. So all that means is that it's a high probability that previous day's high or low would be taken, and then we could see a either take buy side or sell side and then reverse back the other way. I'm just going to quickly go on to the 15-minute. The profile Asia. It's from the open to the open. Okay, so when you're drawing out Asia, right, we take the high and the low, but it has to be within these lines. So it's the open of this bar that's in that, not the close. So we've got all assets above Asia as well. So all assets are above. I'll tell you in 2 seconds whether Asia's ranged or not, or we've expanded. It looks like an expansion to me though. No, we're still within the realms of, yeah, we're fine. Maybe this one has. No, we're fine there as well. Asia ranged. I don't know if you can see, but I've got an alert above here. So all the assets are sitting below previous day's high, right? So there is a model that we can play the last kiss here to take out this level. We're coming into 8 o'clock. We're assuming that I'm assuming that price wants to draw up into these highs. It might be wrong, it might be right. This is a trade I'm looking at the moment. Right, I'm going to draw out the key level previous day's high. Okay. Also going to draw out all assets are above. Right, so wick above, close below. I'm going to draw out the 6-hour mean reversion. Okay, it's quite clear that 6E is below that level. So we've taken out the mean reversion here. This is not something I'm going to risk 1% on. I'm gonna do half risk here. If we do get the model. So our overall target is above these highs, right? Yesterday we were having a serious, it was risk off yesterday. What's the VIX at? We're at 19 today. Just mark that out as well. What we got? It's 9 o'clock. Right, we're in the middle of a range on the index as well. Okay, so it looks like the first candle's broken over here. Just going to put in the 1 hour low here. 1 hour low. First candle's broken, that means I need to see a little bit more confirmation in order to take the long. And I want to see the first candle, I want to see the first part of the candle break the low. Yeah, so I want to see an open, low, high, close, right? That's the theory. But we've got this now, the first candle's broken below the 1 hour low. Which means I just have to wait for more confirmation. I'm just waiting now, it's a waiting game for me. Right. We either wait for the next microcycle, which is in 23 minutes, or we get all assets run the low and we can start having an inversion. Okay, so got an inversion level here. Last presented fair value gap here. Okay, so you want to see a close above that potentially, then we play here 15 seconds in order to take that. So let's watch how price develops now. I'm just going to fill in the rest of my journal. Okay, so we're getting that inversion of price. It's almost confirming the now what I'm going to do is just see if we've got any gaps that have formed. No. Just going to keep an eye on that. I'm just going to, in the meantime, just going through and profiling the index market. I thought we were going to get ES above. Let me just set an alert for this level. If I'm going to take anything, I want to see a clear 15 seconds here. Inversion, I want to see price tap into the 50%, then run a bit lower, then come up, and then get an inversion, displacement inversion, 15-second inversion here. And then I'll take the entry, and then we can look to trade up, if that is the case. Right, so we've made a swing here. For some reason that's not working properly. Great, fantastic. So week 4 of the index, let's just so you can see what I'm doing over here. Right, week 4, previous week is got a bearish close. So week 4, continuation or reversal, we've got a bearish weekly close, and we have both sides have been taken. So you can see here YM's above previous week's high, and we've got NQ below. So both sides have been traded through, right? So we need to find another. We go down, drop down a time frame to find some more liquidity pools. Buy side, sell side liquidity, rest above old highs and lows. Okay, so let's have a little look what we've got. Previous. What profile are we on the daily? Nothing. We've got completely different going on. We've got bullish, bearish, and a range. So nothing. We've got ES above previous day's high. Sometimes the alerts don't fucking work properly. Oh, wow. Anyway, back to range daily profile. We've got ES taking previous day's high. So what does that mean? Right, so we draw out the mean reversion, even though it looks like it's been hit everywhere. So we've got no, we draw out the mean reversion here on YM. It's more of a target for it to gravitate to be honest. Mean reversion's been hit here and mean reversion's been hit here. Okay. Let's just quickly have a little look. I have to wait for that to finish. Just looking for some free candle models. No, everything's all over the show. We'll go to the 6 hour. No free candle models. So no higher time frame CRT. We're not working within any ranges. It's Wednesday. So it looks like Asia's taken previous day's high though. So you know what I feel about that. It holds a bit less weight unless we get an expansion. So we'll just have to do 15 minute. Let's see how Asia's formed. We may well have an expansion here. We might be coming up into equilibrium after taking the low. So there's a possibility there. Definitely I wanna feel like a water. Back out to the 1 hour. Okay, yeah, so we've got a massive expansion. Yeah, massive expansion. All right, so we're probably looking at accumulation in London session. Right, we've taken previous day's high, but we've mitigated the 50% though. This is the problem, right? You can see most of the assets have run the 50%, so this could be reversing. So for me taking the mean reversion's off the table, right? So if we're going to roll over, I want to see a little bit more confluence than just a 6 hour mean reversion. And if this does roll over, I've just seen EU doing something now. I didn't get an alert, that's annoying. See my alert there, didn't go off while I'm talking. Anyway, we want to see that roll over. We want to see this roll over again, then take another little. Okay. If you wanna take it, my love, let her know ya. I want to see this roll over again. I don't want to see this. If you can see the screen I'm working with up here, I want to see this roll over again. If you wanna see my love, get to know ya. Not really interested in this, and if it goes up, we've got a big gap here, right? There's a gap here, so this is just getting filled. And if we start breaking down now, that means we're displacing lower. How are the other assets getting on? It looks like we're going, could be going higher. Just no entry for me though. I want something a bit cleaner than that. We're reacting to this gap, right? So if we start to turn over now, right, I think that we're going to more than likely take out these lows here, right? We've tapped into this gap here. It's actually a balanced price range if you draw it across. Okay, and then we've got a gap here. So price is playing in towards that. So strong area to take a buy from, but there wasn't a 15-second buy for me. I'm waiting for this to do this, roll and then take, right? Then we get this kind of action here. At the moment we're just playing within this. And that's fine, I don't mind. If it doesn't set up what I want, that's fine, I don't care. It will set up once. Right, we're playing a 6-hour mean reversion into this previous day's high, because I know if we do draw up until that high, then we'll more than likely get a trade this afternoon. Okay, because we've got a Q standard deviation above this previous day's high. We tap into that. It's a 1% trade, right? I can up my risk on that because we've got stacked confluences. But yeah, I'm not going to risk that on something that we're playing inside this gap. Okay, because we've now mitigated this. We've mitigated that. If we react from this and we start closing down here, then price is telling me the lower time frames respecting bearish order flow. Okay, so then we can expect to see lower prices. All right. Let's go to ES. Okay, so we mitigated the 15. We're coming out of this level. Would like to see another cracking correlation, to be honest. Maybe a London sell-off. All right, looks like we are going to go up higher. Oh, I think it did break. Well, anyway, the draw of liquidity is going to be up here at this key level if it's going to go at all. The reason I can play that is because it's at the right time, 8:22. Right, it's time for a swing point to form. London Open, you've got liquidity coming into the market, and we're below these levels, the last kiss model. Okay, it did break above. All right, but I didn't get my entry, so that's fair enough. What I want to see. Need a little bit more price action down here. Needed something to take the low and then go back up again. We reacted from that. Okay, we didn't get an inversion off of that, but if we did, we're going to see lower price action. Don't trade breakouts, so put in an order above that. No, I'm trying to stay in discount of the range before I take a trade. I'm not a breakout trader. Maybe you could have had some in here to take that, maybe something like that, but that's not my model. Let's have a little look at the 15. That's fine. I don't mind. I'll wait. I'll wait until the previous day's high is taken out on one of these assets, and then we have a trade. Let's just go through the news. Let's have a little look on FX Factory. Right, Wednesday 7 p.m. we've got FOMC. So key event risk. USD 7 p.m. FMOC. Okay, so we know that New York session towards the back end is going to be a little bit fucking slow because people are going to be getting out of their positions or more likely waiting for the news release to see what the Fed and the rates are and etc. So go on to investing.com. I use two platforms, Forex Factory and investing.com. Don't always get. So we've got some crude oil stuff coming out later at 3:30, but that's not really nothing to do with us. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so it's 8:30 now. I am probably just going to go and make some breakfast and I'll come back on at 9 in about 25 minutes or so. Keep an eye on that. It's unfortunate. Didn't get what I wanted though. I don't trade breakouts, so we'll have to see. I was trying to look at the 15-minute whether we were going to get first get range, manipulation. Yeah, so there's nothing really here because this has got to form some kind of fair value gap to come into on the 15-minute. We might be able to take a micro, but I don't think we're going to get that. But the idea was there, right? The idea, this is what you're playing for. Okay, you're playing to target this previous day's high. We've got a 6-hour mean reversion. You can see 8 a.m. time. Would I have traded that at 7 a.m.? I don't know. Okay, it depends how close we were, to be honest. But 8 a.m, yes, is a nice swing to form. Alright guys, I'll be back shortly.